Hi everyone, Oh My Giona here, and today I'm gonna do a commentary for the Korean drama Run On. I will be watching episode 9. I have already watched this, but I am gonna talk about the scenes that I really like, or maybe not like. It's episode 9 because I procrastinate so much that it took me this long to get to this. But Run On, the leads are Se-kyung and Si-wan, and also Soo-young and Tae-oh. It boils down to a drama that's about communication and timing. So yeah, let's start this. So yeah, this part here, when Miju got sick and Seon-gyum was here and he held her hand. That was so cool because I think that was last episode when his mom was telling him if Miju was a person who would hold his hand, like he should treat her well and like not let go of her hand. And it was just so cool. Seon-gyum is just too obedient and he did that. Oh, this scene is so funny. Oh my gosh, wait. That was just too funny. Oh, I think Miju did get that when James said he doesn't drive a stick, does he? But Seon-gyum didn't get it. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. It's so interesting to watch Seon-gyum because technically he doesn't, well, it's not that he doesn't know how to do stuff, but like he hasn't tried a lot of things. He's just been doing his javelin and he was running. And this too, like you only share your username and password with people you trust. And Miju gave her ID to him. But of course he didn't watch it. This is so Seon-gyum. He just writes very short sentences. They've been adding like movie references a lot in this show. I don't know all of them, but they're obviously sprinkling them in. It was so cool. I think it was the classic, but that was perfect. Oh my gosh. It's not like you'll show anyone, it's for yourself. The thing is, Seon-gyum is still learning how to do that, to do things for himself, because he's always been doing things for other people. So this is a nice first step for him, you know, like, oh, I don't have to show it to anyone. I don't have to think about what they're gonna say. It's mine. Might be hard to break a habit like that, but we'll see how it goes. Like the realization in his face. And Seon-gyum is always so funny, like the obvious things, but he's like, wow, I didn't know that. But really, when you realize that, oh, I don't have to be so tense, like I'm just doing this for myself, I guess you do get less nervous. This was so cool. He added 무서웠다. Like I was scared. He did mention in the previous episode that he's not really scared of a lot of things, but now he has one fear, but he didn't say what it was. Now we know. He was scared because Miju got sick. Okay. This one, I've seen people talk about Yejun, and he might have a crush. Well, not even just a crush. He might really like Younghwa because they're always together, and then he has this look. He's like just how to explain it? It's like a longing. He has this longing for Younghwa. At least that's what it looked like. I mean, you never know. This is so cool. Like, he doesn't even know when his work is done, like his painting. That's very interesting. Because, like, I guess it applies to all kinds of art. But, like, for me, when I write something, like, I love writing poems. And when I write something, it's like, sometimes I would stop because I don't have the words to continue it, and then I would come back once I have that feeling again, and then I add to it. Like, that's a very nice way to say it. Like, I don't know when it will end or if it ever will. Beautiful. Yeah, like Yejun seems concerned that Dana was there and people saw them together. It's like, you know, usually friends would tease you about it, but he's like, there might be something there. Sungum's dad is really funny. At first I thought he would be, you know, like that typical father villain kind of character, and that he would do everything in his power to like ruin their lives, but then at some point he just ended up like a comedic one. And like he doesn't seem that bad anymore. I mean, he probably like gave them lots of trauma, but he didn't go the way I thought he would. And this actor, whenever I see him, I always think of Protect the Boss with Ji-sung, and he was hilarious in there too. Like he seemed like a villain at first, but then it was really funny. So I think he's gonna be the same in this one. Like, he do all these stuff, but like it doesn't affect them at all. These two, they have they have a very interesting relationship. Like Yeongil, he's kind of like a tsundere. You know, he's like, man, I don't care, but he misses him so much now that he's away. It's nice to see more of him here. I just thought of something. When Yeongil said that Sungyeom was there, but he didn't even bother to tell him. Like, even when he found out he was going to be there, he didn't say like, oh, I'm close by, you know, want to meet up. Sungyeom has always been like that, and it's been a problem between him and Miju as well, because it feels like when you're dealing with Sungyeom, like even with Dana, even with Younghwa, his sister, everyone, you always have to do the first step, like to be closer to him. And I understand why people tend to find him, what's the word, aloof, because yeah, he never takes the first step, and it would be nice if he takes the first step towards Miju. Yeah, that's another fact. Like, when you're competing, it's hard when you lose your rivals, right? Like, oh, I'm thinking of Haikyuu right now. Haikyuu, with Karasuno and Nekuma, and how they're like the teams are rivals and they just bring each other up. And I think for Yeongil, it was Seon-gyum. Like Seon-gyum's always been the number 2, but the reason why Yeongil kept on working hard was because he knew someone was behind him and was trying to, be the number 1, and he can't relax. Like, he has to keep training. And I guess now it's he's probably not as motivated anymore. That's kind of sad. I don't know if Seon-gyum's gonna come back though. Probably not. Yep, we never know what's going on with the person. Just because they're always smiling doesn't mean they're not going through something. And yeah, that was a wake-up call for them. Like, he said he spent like years with Ushik, and he had no idea. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's anybody's fault, It's very complicated. Oh, this. I guess guarantee in Konglish it has something to do with payments, like an additional payment kind of thing. So she misunderstood that and thought he was asking for more payment, but it wasn't that, obviously. This is one thing I really like about Miju. You know how Miju is, she says she's a loser, and she would do anything to, like, I don't know, secure her job and get paid, but she always speaks her mind. Like, the other people here, they're obviously annoyed with this lady. I think she's the producer. And she usually mistranslates stuff. And the staff don't like her, but they never said anything, But Miju's like, I'm going to tell you if you're wrong. Stop ruining this for everyone. She's super brave. Shin Se-kyung's English. If you want to see her speaking English more, watch Bocha Beyond Borders. Such a good show. She cooks and speaks English with Si-kyung. Oh, that show was so good. Oh, this was so funny. That was so funny. When she said that was just an expression, it's not a curse word. You just say, oh, I'm upset. Oh, that was too funny. She's crazy. Oh, fake people. Gosh. There's something about credits, and like, people probably don't think about it. Most of the time people just leave after the movie's done, so they don't see like the names of the people that appear in the credits. But all those people worked hard to make this one movie. No matter what they did, if they did something to make this movie happen, their name would be up there. And like, Seon-gyum probably only worked for like a couple of days as a driver, but his name would be there because he contributed into the whole thing. And like in episode 1, May took a picture of Miju's name at the end in the ending credits of the movie that she watched, and like Miju was so happy about it. I feel the same way. I've done Korean to English subtitles as a volunteer on Viki years before, and at the end of the drama, like the last episode, they would show the names of like the segmenters, subtitlers, editors, and the channel manager. And whenever I see my name there, I feel so proud. It's like one word. It's just my name. It's like Korean English subtitlers, and then like a list of name of all the people who volunteered and helped do subtitles or whatever job there is to do for the drama. But like, it always feels so good to see your name there. It's like, all your hard work was worth it. Gosh, the hours I put into Six Flying Dragons. Sometimes when I'm sad, I just I watch the final episode of Six Flying Dragons and look at my name there. Makes me happy. She said that to him before. Oh, he's so cheeky. He acts all like innocent and like subtle. Oh, this one. When she said, "Why do I feel like I can do everything?" When I was watching this for the first time, I immediately thought of that scene in, this is a drama from a long time ago, years ago, maybe 10 years ago. It's called It's Okay Daddy's Girl. I watched it because Dong-hae was there. But I ended up liking a character, I think her name was Jingu. I think the actor who played him was Kang Song. He's a singer as well. And there was oh my gosh. It's still my favorite, all-time favorite line in all the dramas I've watched. When, I forgot her name. I think her name was Eryong. She said, oh gosh, I don't even remember. She said she stayed because she wants to be with him, kind of like that, stay married to him. And then he has this look, and he said, why do I feel like I'm holding the whole world in my hand, like I have everything in the world? Like, I don't know why, it just hits so different. Like, you know what, I don't care about all the other things. I'm not greedy for other things. I'm not jealous of anyone. It's just this moment with you, and like what you said makes me feel like I have everything in the world. Like, best line ever. You were an outstanding comrade. They worked for like, I think a week or maybe just 3-4 days, but she treats her like a comrade. I guess it's really hard to do filming. A lot of my friends did this kind of work, this industry work, and they do talk about missing the set and like the people they've worked with. I guess you build like a sense of camaraderie. It must be tough. Just date. Can you not stare? Dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, I like this place. I looked it up and it's in Pohang. Once COVID's done, go visit this place. It's so pretty. Okay, at first I thought Soo-young was putting up his walls, you know, like without much thinking, he just puts them up. But yeah, okay. He was doing it consciously. People always say like he's boring, like they get tired of him. So he was doing it consciously. See, I didn't think of that the first time I watched it. And Se-kyung is so good. You can see she's thinking about what to say as Miju, you know, like trying to explain it better so that Soo-young would understand, because usually Soo-young won't get it. Okay, so when she said, can you like me too? She said, 좋아해주라. So it's more like, can you please do me a favor and like me? And he's saying like, you asked me to like you. So it's sounding like he's just doing as told. Like I said, he's being obedient. It's not like Miju was thinking that Sungyum was just doing her a favor because that's what he usually does. And so it's hard for her to know if Sungyum actually likes her or if he's just being nice and following what she asks. Dude! And then he thinks for so long. I mean, it's good to think about things before you say them, but not this long. Ugh. Smart people always think too long and miss the chance. That's from Six Flying Dragons. 보고 싶어 is a very interesting word as well because like they usually translate it as I miss you. It can also mean like I wanted to see you, not like because I miss you, but just I wanted to see you. Like here, she wanted to see him because she wanted her painting. But he meant I wanted to see her because I miss her. And Dana is just, she's very much like Sungyum as well. Like she misunderstands a lot of things too. And it seems like she's self-centered, but I guess she just cares so much about what other people say. So she's trying to put up this wall or like a mask of how she should look in front of other people. Like she never loses. And I've read someone say before, because I read a lot of comments about this show, that the only person who makes her speechless is Younghwa. And that's so cool. Because Jung Sil-jang, he's very loyal to her. You know, she can be quite rude or quite mean sometimes, but he doesn't take it personally. Because I guess because he knows her so well, and she follows her, you know, and she's. But the thing is, Jung Sil-jang, he never sucks up to her. Like he's just there to support her, you know. He doesn't gossip about her to other people. He's just amazing, and he's funny too. I guess there's not a lot of characters that you could hate in this drama. They're all pretty likable. Tae-oh! I love Tae-oh! In the beginning, I didn't like Tae-oh. And then I started like missing him when he's not on screen. And then I'm just like, I love Tae-oh now. This poor kid. I like this part, you know, like idols, they always have to look enthusiastic, especially on screen for the fans. And this is probably taking a mental toll on them. Because, I mean, they're not always happy. They're not always wanting to smile, but they have to for their job. Well, I mean, I guess everybody has to do that for their job anyway. But more so for them because they're people watch them almost 24/7. These poor idols. Ha! And put yourself first. You gotta take that advice for yourself, man. Like Sungyum is so good at giving advice to people and like inspiring them, but he couldn't do that for himself. I still think you shouldn't be that emotional, but you do you. Because that's a lot of time. It's not like she wanted the painting because she liked it. She hasn't even seen it. She just wants something to use against her brother. Yeah, so that was my comments and reactions to episode 9 of Run On. There was not much to talk about regarding the differences in translations for this episode. Some episodes were like the subtitles that they put were quite confusing, but it kind of meant a little bit different in Korean. But there was not a lot of that in this one, so I didn't have much to talk about. It was more of me reacting to the scenes. I think Sungyum is doing a good job. You know, like it's hard to get out of a habit of putting other people first and not thinking about yourself, like he's been doing it his whole life. So it's going to be really hard for him to change that. But I think he's in the right direction. He realized it when Ushik called him first, and he was like, oh shoot, I made him do it first again, like when he could reach out, right? And he was doing the same thing with Miju, and Miju is getting frustrated, but she likes him so much, she can't really do anything about it. But she's doing a good job holding back. It's very interesting, like the last scene with Dana and Younghwa. I really think that Younghwa was being too emotional during that scene. Like I guess he felt too invested. He was expecting too much from Dana when Dana was technically just wanting a painting from him. Although she does feel a little, like some emotions towards his paintings. But I think Younghwa was going overboard. He's still gonna regret doing that to his painting that he worked so hard to paint, because now it's wrecked and he might have to do another one again. But yeah, it's hard when you've invested so much emotions into something or into a relationship. So I can't really fault him for that. But for someone who's not involved, he just looked like he was going overboard. But yeah, I'll be back for episode 10. Probably not today when I have the time. Up to episode 16 when all the episodes come out. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the other episodes like the previous ones. Maybe I'll do like a compilation of like some of the translations that might sound iffy and like explain them a little bit. But yeah, hopefully you guys like it. Let me know if there's anything I can change, if there's a format that you guys would like to see. But yeah, right now I'm only watching this drama, so I can only analyze, discuss this one. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.